Washington Wizards lose again in very disappointing fashion. The final score is not, tell you the full picture. This game was not close. It really wasn't. And let's get right into it, guys.
You are Locked On Wizards, your daily Washington Wizards podcast, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
What is going on, guys? It is your boy D, and the Wizards lose again, and it was rough once again. Now, today's episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. Check out prizepicks.com and use promo code NBA, or go to your app store and download the app today. Prize Picks is daily fantasy made easy, and I'm going to thank you all for making Locked On Wizards your first listen each and every day. Now, guys, the Wizards lose by a score of 102-90. Once again, they lose to the Toronto Raptors. Every time they play the Raptors, they won in the first meeting, but once again, it's a low-scoring affair. And my main takeaway, the Raptors are a bad matchup for the Wizards. Yes, the Wizards have their issues. They have a lot of issues in other places, etc. But, this is the third time I'm seeing it. The Raptors cause a lot of issues for the Washington Wizards. They have a lot of length, man. And that length affects the Wizards greatly. With Scotty Barnes, Siakam now, he didn't play earlier, but Siakam now, you added that Achua, Boucher, Watanabe. I don't believe he played it earlier, but he played in this game. They had a lot of length. Banton, they had a lot of length, and it affected the Wizards. They kept the Wizards out of the paint, and when you keep the Wizards out of the paint, you got a good chance of winning, because expecting the Wizards to hit a lot of their shots is just expecting too much. Now, you had KCP, who had 26 points and only missed one shot, and was 4 for 4 from the three and 6 for 6 from the free throw line. But other than that, Bradley Beal, 14 points, 4 for 12. Spencer Dinwiddie, 9 points, 3 for 11. Kyle Kuzma, 9 points, 4 for 11, 1 for 5 for 3. Daniel Gafford, 4 points, 6 rebounds in 14 minutes. 15 minutes because he had 5 fouls. Montrezl Harrell, 6 points, 14 rebounds. Denny Avdia, 0 points, 1 shot. Davis Bertans, 0 for 6, 1 for 7, 2 points. Vintage Davis performance. Raul Neto, 9 points, 3 for 6 from the field. Aaron Holiday only played 9 minutes, 4 points. And then some of the kids got to play. Guys, the Wizards shot 41% from the field, 32% from 3, 76% from the free throw line. It was ugly, man. That first half especially, they couldn't get anything going. The first quarter, they scored 12 points. An NBA team scored 12 points in one quarter of basketball. The Wizards' offense at times just looks terrible. It's like they can't hit a shot a lot of the times. And you have 12-point quarter affairs. And then there's times throughout the game you wonder, will these guys even hit 85 points? It's a lot of those. Don't even get me started about the Cavaliers game, for example. That was terrible. And then you come into Toronto, and it's another rough game. It really is. The blueprint is out on how to stop the Wizards, guys. Keep them out the paint, guard the paint, make them shoot. You make the Wizards shoot, your chances of winning go up drastically. That second quarter defensively was terrible. The Raptors scored 40 points in that second quarter. 40. Pascal Siakam, I don't know. I thought Giannis Antetokounmpo was out there or something. The way he was just dominating the Wizards. 31 points. 10 for 12 from the free throw line. He went to the free throw line 6 times in the first quarter. It was crazy. The Wizards could not guard him. They could not guard him. They could not stop him. The dude was a force out there for the Raptors. And, you could talk about the Wizards missing shots, etc., all you want to, but, the Raptors play good defense. They play good defense, and they seem to always play good defense on Bradley Beal, but, Bradley Beal hasn't been the Bradley Beal of old this season, to say the least. But I mean, this effort, something's got to change. Something's got to change. It really does. And before I get into just the changes I think that possibly need to be made, because I mean, I know we're all searching for answers right now because they started off hot, but it's getting rough. It's getting rough. You start looking at how the last 5 games have been, etc., and their record. It's starting to get bad. So the schedule gets tougher too. The schedule gets tougher if you look. It gets tough. But before I get into all that, guys, we do have a message from our friends over at Prize Picks. Prize Picks has the best NBA DFS prop game on the market. Prize Picks offers more NBA props than any other DFS prop operator and offers all the superstar players as well as bench players, only recording a handful of minutes each game. Prize Picks offers any prop you can think of, from yardage to touchdowns, even interceptions thrown. All of our listeners that deposit and use our promo code will receive a 100% instant deposit match up to $100. Just be sure to use promo code NBA. You pick 2 to 5 players and an over/under on their projections, and you can win up to 10 times on any entry. It's just you versus the projected numbers. Prize Picks allows mixed sports entries. For example, you can take the over on LeBron combined with the under on Mahomes in the same entry. Use the award-winning app on both the App Store and Google Play. Entries can be made in 60 seconds or less. It's that easy. PrizePicks is safe and offers fast withdrawals. Don't hesitate. Check out prizepicks.com and use promo code NBA, or go to your app store and download the app today. PrizePicks is daily fantasy made easy. We also have a message from our friends over at DirecTV. Today I wanted to tell you about a simple way to get all the entertainment you love without the hassle. DirecTV Stream brings your live TV and on-demand favorites together like never before, which means you can watch your favorite sports, movies, and shows all in one place. And the best part, there's no annual contract. So stop waiting and get your TV together with DirecTV Stream. You can learn more at directtv.com. That's directtv.com. Compatible device required. Content varies by package. Once again, guys, I want to thank you all for making Locked On Wizards your first listen each and every day. We are free and available on all platforms. Now, guys, the changes. Maybe a lineup changes in store. Something. Now I'm not getting too drastic. Drastic. I mean, the Wizards are still competitive, like 4th seed right now. So it's not like they're 8th, 9th, 10th right now. But it's all close. That doesn't mean a lot because everybody in the East is jumbled up. It's only like 2 bad teams, Pistons and Magic. Everybody else is kind of jumbled together right now. But I'm not saying blow it up, start over, etc. But maybe a lineup change or something is in store. Possibly. I don't know. The offense has to be fixed. And I know a lot of people think that change can be Rui Hachimura and Thomas Bryant. I love Rui Hachimura. I love Thomas Bryant. I think they will help the offense. But these guys are just 2 players. And the Wizards have more issues than Rui Hachimura and Thomas Bryant can fix by themselves. We're not talking about LeBron James here or Kevin Durant. All right. I love Rui and I love Thomas Bryant, but we aren't going to keep talking. We can't talk about them like they're Kevin Durant or LeBron James coming to save the day. Rui Hachimura hasn't played all year. It's going to be a while for him to catch up. Thomas Bryant hasn't played in a year and some change. It's going to be a while for him to catch up. So we can't expect these guys to come in and the Wizards offense just start clicking and they're going and everything's looking great again. It's going to take time for these guys to get reacclimated to playing NBA basketball. It is. So adding Rui and Thomas helps, but it doesn't completely fix the issues. I mean, we talk about Spencer Dinwiddie. You look at that Cavaliers game, for example. There's an issue at the point guard spot right now. And you could say it's the knee and that in a mix of chemistry issues. But, I mean, he attacked the basket today, but we've all seen it. The lack of aggressiveness, the lack of attacking. I mean, it gets to a point where it's like, hey, does this guy need to sit a little bit because of the knee, etc.? I mean, the point guard play has been suspect as of late. And it's rough. Bradley Beal, we haven't had, 30-point per game. Not saying we even need 30 points per game, Bradley Beal, but 14 points on 4 for 12. I mean, it's rough. It's rough. And a lot of that, Bradley Beal is taking up a lot of the facilitating role. He has 7 assists tonight. He has 7 assists, and he's had a lot of high assist games, which is a good thing, which means he's trying to move the ball, etc. But I mean, you talk about a guy who's looking at a max contract deal, and the fans are waiting to see that guy carry their team. And we just haven't fully seen it so far yet this year. But I mean, maybe you add Denny in there. I've heard people say put Dinwiddie on the bench, add Denny Avdia in the start lineup, shoot, and just use him as a ball handler right now. And it's a lot. It's a lot of issues that I see within this Wizards offense. Because if they can't attack the basket, man, it's a wrap. It's a wrap if they can't get to the basket. It's going to be a long day for the Wizards. It really is. And we have lengthy teams like the Toronto Raptors who can prevent the Wizards from getting those easy buckets in the paint. It's going to be a long day, which it was tonight. And you're going to have low scoring quarters like you did in the first quarter. But the Wizards have to figure it out, guys. They really have to figure it out. I mean, defensively, they gave up 45% from the field. The Raptors shot 45%. That's not going to cut it. That's almost 50% once again. When the pick and roll defense is bad. We seen it against the Cavaliers. I keep referencing that because we didn't get to cover it. But you seen what Darius Garland and Jerry Allen did in the pick and roll against the Wizards, for example. The Wizards pick and roll defense is an issue. It was an issue. It's an issue tonight. It's an issue in other times. Their paint defense has been a consistent issue at times in other games than it was tonight. When a team is shooting 45% from the field, Siakam getting to the basket, Scotty Barnes getting to the basket, etc. I mean, what can you do? What can you really do? The Wizards just need to be better as a whole. They're on a downtrend right now. They're really on a downtrend. And I'm just hoping that the play improves somehow. Somehow, some way. I mean, because looking at this schedule, which I'm going to get into next, because I kind of want to talk about it, because it's a gauntlet. It's a gauntlet. I mean, they got to get it together. But before I get into talking about the schedule and the next game against the Indiana Pacers, I do have a message from our friends over at Built Bar. This holiday season, grab the protein bar that tastes like a candy bar, or even better than a candy bar, Built Bar. Filled with so much holiday goodness, rich with descendant flavor, covered in chocolate, but amazingly low in calories, sugar, net carbs, and fat, and high in protein. You get the best of both worlds, delicious and healthy. So many flavors, you'll have a hard time choosing. Will you have a raspberry or mint brownie, cherry or double chocolate, cookies and cream or peanut butter brownie? Built Bar gives you that extra fuel you need to bust down those mall doors and battle all the holiday shoppers. Or if you're just standing in endless shopping lines, Built Bar can give you that extra something to keep you going. So throw in one in your jacket or purse. You never know when you're going to need it. Because it's the season of peace and love. Don't bring up your favorite Built Bar flavor at family parties. People are so passionate about their favorite flavor, they'll fight for it, and things can get out of hand. You're friends with Santa? Well, tell Santa to throw a few Built Bars in those stockings. With so many flavors, they make anyone's Christmas morning a happy one. Want to cozy up with something warm? Here's a holiday secret. Dip your Built Bar into a piping hot cup of cocoa, let it melt a little, and give your beverage a bit of that Built Bar flavor. Plus, you'll have a nice melty Built Bar to go with it. Be sure to have a couple of napkins on hand. Like some of those marshmallowy treats around the holidays, you need to get your hands on Built Bar Puffs. They're light, fluffy, and marshmallowy through and through. Different flavors, all covered in chocolate. Taste so good you won't believe that they're filled with protein. The offer is to go to Built.com, use promo code LOCK15, and get 50% off your order. Use promo code LOCK15 for 50% off at Built.com. We also have a message from our guys over at BetOnline. BetOnline has you covered for all your season more props, odds, and lines than ever before as football season continues the march to the playoffs. BetOnline remains your number one spot for all the sports actions this season. Head to our new updated desktop or mobile website to sign up today and receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Just use our promo code LOCKEDON to receive your bonus. From basketball, football, NHL, boxing, and UFC, right to your favorite Vegas casino games, Don't wait to take advantage of all the amazing offers available for the 2021 season. BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way to bet all your favorite sports. BetOnline, where the game starts. Now, guys, Pacers next. You got Sabonis, you got Miles Turner. Wizards had a battle with him, went to OT. I don't know if it was double OT or not, but I know it was overtime. They pulled it out at home. They go to Indiana. I mean, Malcolm Brogdon, Chris Duarte, Karis LeVert. Another tough one. I mean, then you got the Pistons. Then you go Jazz, Nuggets, Kings will be tough. Suns, Jazz, Nets, Knicks, 76ers, Heat, Cavaliers, Bulls, Hornets. I mean, guys, that's a gauntlet. This December month is a gauntlet. Heading into the beginning parts of January. And with the way the Wizards are looking right now, we gotta hope that they can keep above. They can keep above 500. I mean, because the pick and roll defense gotta be fixed. The offense it's gotta get better. Some of the players gotta perform better. Simple as that. Or you're gonna be looking 500 right in your face. Now, like I said, I'm not saying blow it up. I'm done. Trade everyone. Trade this person for that person. Trade this person for this person. I'm giving it into an all-star break. I'm giving them time. The team's still getting together. Still got pieces on the way that's coming soon. I'm trying to give them into an all-star break, man. But they got to show us something. They got to show us something consistently. They cannot show us something for one game and then lose 2 games in a row. And then win another game after that, and then lose 2 games in a row. They have to be consistent, man. They have to show us consistency. Because if not, what are we to believe? Who are we to believe is the real Wizards? The Wizards that started off hot, or the Wizards that's fizzling out currently? Which Wizards are we to believe? Which Wizards are going to consistently show? And the Wizards that are consistently showing right now are the teams that get smacked up by the Cavaliers and smacked up by the Raptors. That's the team that we're consistently seeing currently. And we want to see the opposite. So, I mean, keys to the game, guys. Let's talk about keys to the games. I'm upset. I really am. I mean, you guys got your Washington football team victory, so I know you guys are happy about that, but the Wizards, man, they ain't give us nothing to cheer about today. You look at the Pacers. They took an L to the Heat in their last game. Karis LeVert dropped 27. You got to guard. I say the paint. The paint. When you got guys like Miles Turner, even though in the last game, Miles Turner was going crazy against the Wizards. He was going crazy. The Wizards have to do a better job at guarding him, man. They can't let him start off as hot as they did in that first half against the Wizards in Washington. They got to keep Miles Turner in check. Sabonis, he came off the bench. I know it was something personal going on with him, but he still played 37 minutes. He just didn't start. But you got to guard the paint. You got to protect the paint against Sabonis. Miles Turner as well. You got to guard the three-point line against these guys as well. You can't let Chris Duarte go crazy from 3 on you. You can't allow that to happen. Karis LeVert, you got to kind of try to keep him in check. Guard the paint. Guard the paint. I would say win the rebound battle. That's important. You got to win the rebound battle, especially against 2 good bigs in Turner and Sabonis. Win the rebound battle. What's another key I would say, man? Get to the basket. Get to the basket, because if the Wizards cannot get to the basket and they have to rely on their jump shooting, like I said, it's going to be a problem. Get to the basket, rebound, and defend the paint. Those are probably my main 3 things that I would say against the Indiana Pacers to win this game. They need this win. They need to get a win, get to 15-10. Get something going, man. We got to get the ball rolling, man. We got to get the ball rolling, start stringing some wins together, man. Start stringing some wins together. Don't let this in the losing streak at 2 again. You can't let it get to 3. Going to Indiana tomorrow on the back-to-back, and let's get a dub, man. But, guys, that's all I got for you, man. I wish I came on here with better energy. I wish I came on here hyped due to a Wizards dub. But they ain't allowed that to happen today. They didn't allow it to happen today, and I wish they did. But I mean, as always, next game. Forget this game. Tomorrow, brand new day, brand new game, brand new opportunity. So let's see if they can get it done. Hopefully, me and Ed are back on here after the Indiana Wizards game talking about a dub. But guys, once again, thank you for making Locked On Wizards your first listen every day. Now for your second listen, Locked On Bets, your daily one-stop shop for all your gambling needs. Locked On Bets, hosted by your boy Q, with expert analysis and insight from Lee Sterling. Well, guys, hopefully after the Indiana game, I'm coming at you and ending it with a dub, but not tonight. Hell to the Wizards, guys. Peace.